EA Sports. It's in the game. You talk about a big play. Hey, you don't get any bigger than that.
It's Madden NFL 23, and the spotlight is on Najee Harris. He was outstanding last week, racking up a ton of yards and touchdowns. It's the Steelers and the Bills. All that and more coming up next on EA Sports.
Autumn has come to upstate New York. Fall colors abound, and we welcome you inside Highmark Stadium here in Orchard Park. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Buffalo Bills. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. CD, you look at the Steelers in this matchup. Well, they're pacing the NFL in passing yardage this season, but a tough test awaits them to stay in that top spot as they face one of the league's best secondaries.
And partner, with how they've played this season, both sides are awfully confident they'll be able to put up big-time numbers. I think this is going to be a very entertaining game just because of that. So let's say it together. Eventually, something's got to give.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Looking to throw right away, Pickett. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 10 catches, 57 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Completes this one to Pickens. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Pickett to throw on 1st down. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. But give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. And if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I hope we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
The Steelers are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Pickett right back to the air again. Complete to Austin here over the middle. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. To the air on first down with Pickett. Pickens on the slant. Touchdown! George Pickens, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Austin brings in the quick throw. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Finds Pickens out right. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. Pickett now on first down. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Looking to throw, Pickett toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And that is is no good. He pulled it just a wee bit wide left. And this will stay a 4-point game. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. He finds Pickens over the middle. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They'll throw again with Pickett. That's going to be caught by Pickens. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Back to throw, Pickett. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Pickett trying to get his guys up quickly to the line of scrimmage. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Got an open man, it's Pickens. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. Trevor Lawrence with a couple of touchdown passes there. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they've got the lead over the visiting Chicago Bears. Adam Thielen, a touchdown reception. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats for the Steelers in that first half. And our statisticians got through a couple of pencils already. This offense is on pace for potentially 500 yards in passing. That's pretty incredible. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half. Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. Pickett. Over the middle, complete. That's Austin. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And here's Freiermuth again. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Completes this one to Pickens. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got Sternberger. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And quickly, they get to the line. To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky, touchdown! Deontay Johnson. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I think it's okay that they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Play action. It's Trubisky. That's swung out wide to Harris. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 42. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going. Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's got it down to the 28. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On the draw, it's Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch it. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams. as we get set for the fourth quarter. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. That's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've...
So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are well on their way to a 5-0 start. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here.
Really?
Put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
But let's watch it and find out who's right.
Play action. Now Trubisky. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 81 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Trubisky. Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On the ground, it's Harris. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. From the 27, Trubisky. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. The Steelers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Finding Harris over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now first and goal. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. He'll take it inside the 25. A gain of 3, second down. Playing this football game here on EA Sports. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Oh, good move. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Quick completion here to Johnson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. From the 29, Trubisky. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. They go play action. Trubisky. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. From the 4, this is second down and 1. Harris running straight ahead. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up the first and goal. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Jay Sternberger, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers also a higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking.
EA Sports, within the game. Boom, whap, snap. He was like a superhero on that run.
It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, and the spotlight is on Najee Harris. He was unstoppable a week ago with 4 touchdowns. It's the Steelers and the Bucs, next on EA Sports.
At the confluence of the 3 rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Akrnz Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They're off to a terrific start, unbeaten at 5-0 through the first month and change.
And you can hang a lot of this early success on their defense, too. They're the tone setters for these guys, and the entire team feeds off of what they do.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Looking to throw right away, Pickett. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. The numbers for Johnson in last week's game, 13 catches, 131 yards, and also the score. Looking to throw again on second down. Pickett.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's in. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost some runs. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
About that. And a crazy situation we just saw there. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Pickett right back to the air again. Pickens on the slant. 14 yards that time for number 14. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Pickett now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal forward pass.
So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Meanwhile, Pickett's throwing to the hands of Pickens. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. To the air on first down with Pickett. And this is incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0. Then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, That's when things start to get real for a ball player.
They'll throw again with Pickett. On the move past the 40. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Completes this one to Pickens. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Back to throw. Pickett. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. He finds Pickens over the middle. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. Pickett going to bootleg it. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Pickett. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Here's Freiermuth again. And in for the Steelers touchdown. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. A good gain on 1st has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And a throw on the quick slant going to be complete. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they'll set up shop right near midfield. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Got an open man, it's Pickens. That's good, the completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Pickett, and that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side, and he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. Looking to throw, Pickett. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Pickett back to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yard. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. It'll be a 1st and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the 3rd quarter. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Again, it's Johnson. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope.
Touchdown! Calvin Austin, an 11-yard So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Off play action, Pickett. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Pickett's throw brought in by Austin. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Calvin up. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure you have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile, we do have an injured player. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And some room to maneuver. There he goes, left side. Past the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. A big play there out of the running game. 82 yards on the ground. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Late stages of the game here in the 4th quarter as this offense takes over 1st and 10. Pickett now on 1st down. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And some space here. And in into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long time.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the stick.
Pickett in trouble, and down he goes. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Another try after the first down sack. Pickett. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. That one looks like he'll throw here. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Jet sweep. Here's Pickens with it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the national.
Yeah. No.
Takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. The Steelers at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Here's Pickett. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
A great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On 2nd and goal, Pickett. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got Sternberger. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Now Pickett. Pickens on the slant. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this open man is Johnson. Touchdown, Steelers. The offense back out there now. Let's see what they can put together. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. Quick slant, finding Claypool. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Over the middle, complete. It's McCoy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile, we do have an injured player. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Pickett back to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Pickett sets up play action. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. From the gun, here's Pickett. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And they're going to speed things up here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Kenny Pickett. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back to throw, Pickett. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Final play of the first half. Here's Pickett. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've reached the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Dolphins take over in first quarter.
Third quarter action. This offense will have a 1st and 10 as they get set for the next drive. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Pickett will look to throw it here. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Pickett now on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Dancing to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. So they need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. 3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Pickett. Open man. That's the tight end Freiermuth. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Pickett to his tight end Freiermuth for the Steeler first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Forced out to his left. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Pickett. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. That one goes for 24 yards. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Back now in Miami. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. We are in the 4th and final quarter as the offense will have the football starting this drive 1st and 10. A gain of 3, 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. Now here's another carry for Harris. And some room to work. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 59 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. It's brought in by Harris. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. And now they're in the hurry-up. That one looks like he'll throw here. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And quickly, they get to the line. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh.
On Najee Harris, closing in on 1,000 yards rushing on the year. It's the Steelers and the Eagles, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. First and 10, here's Pickett. They'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Pickett to throw on first down. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT. Pickett throwing again on second down. And that nearly an interception here on his opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Complete to Austin here over the middle. And he will have a Steelers first down. Able third and 10. It's Eagle touch this time. To his ledger there. The midway point, quarter one. Sack on first down. Pickett caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. They'll need 38. That's where the first down is. Here on pass. And he will have us as they're able to get the third down conversion. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. Pickett. Pickens on the slam. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to...
Touchdown! George Pickens, his 9th touchdown of the season. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
On 2nd and inches, Pickett. And the catch made by Johnson. Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. To the air on first down with Pickett. Quick completion here to Johnson. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Pickett will look to throw it here. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. He finds his man Johnson. Pickett trying to get his guys up quickly to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Pickett, he finds Pickens over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. First down now, but that clock rolling. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Pickett back to throw. Complete, it's Johnson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now Pickett. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And in for the Steelers. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half. Johnson's got it complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. So we've reached half. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now. 7. Pickett now on first down. That's going to be caught by Pickens. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Looking to throw, Pickett. Finding Pickens for another catch. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. He gets this one to Johnson. 10 more there and another first down. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Completes this one to Pickens. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Pickett right back to the air again. Flushed out right. Wise play by Pickett, sliding to avoid the hit. He also has the first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back to throw, Pickett. Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. That is caught at the 7. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Touchdown! Deontay Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Pickett going to bootleg it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. Austin brings in the quick throw. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Calvin. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to take this close to the first down markers. He's stopped at the Eagles' 33. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. They go play action. Trubisky. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Here's Trubisky. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They hand this off to Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Not. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. it's 2nd and 9. Oh, he fakes the spike. Pickens on the slant. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Caught the defense napping a little bit there, expecting the spike, faked it, completed the pass.
You have to be prepared for everything nowadays. You can't just go off of the look, oh, they're going to spike it and relax. Now they complete passes downfield, and usually in key situations, this is a tough one for a defense.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. For the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Offensively, that's a mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Steeler. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offense.
We'll be right back.
So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
And here's Pickett to put it in the air off the bat. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Now here's a throw. It's complete. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. To the air on 1st down with Pickett.
Johnson with a completion over the middle.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Now this one complete on the slant route.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
That's complete right around the 8.
Now this will leave him a yard short.
Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Touchdown! Calvin Austin. What time?
And we drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0.
They'll start the drive with Harris.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Pickett back to throw. Got an open man. It's Pickens. Here's 2nd and a yard. Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson.
Pickett now on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 1st and 10. Here's Pickett.
Johnson's got it complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover. These great receivers, they have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Finds Pickens out right. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
And the offense humming on the 1st drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's...
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Calvin Austin.
Now following the interception, this offense will get another shot at it as they'll quickly head back onto the field.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Pickett.
He gets this one to Johnson. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. He finds Pickens over the middle.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Pickett.
And out of bounds right around the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. On the give, this is Harris. And they'll get this down to the 10. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown! Pat Fryermuth. To play in the second quarter, the offense gets ready to take over. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Pickett completes this one to Pickens. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw. Pickett over the middle, complete. That's Johnson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Finding Pickens once again. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week. It takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Austin brings in the quick throw. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Pickett will look to throw it here.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there. Defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It'll be a first and 10 coming up as this offense takes over possession of the football in the third quarter. A first throw for the backup Trubisky.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
To throw on second and 10. Trubisky got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Throwing here, Trubisky.
He's got his tight end Fryermuth right side. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Again, it's Trubisky.
Pickens on the slant. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So first and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he'll pass. Only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. That's complete to the former Aggie Jay Sternberger. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. They're going to hurry back to the line now. First down, and they go back to Harris. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Second down and 3. Ball on the 7.
They run with Harris. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal. On the ground, it's Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's got room. There he goes, right side.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. 111 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
After the big play, a chance to finish. And in for the Steelers, touchdown.
Pat Fryermuth
with his Harris starts the drive on the ground. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Following the interception, Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
First and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers.
At their own 19-yard line.
Harris will start the drive out.
Good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And quickly they get to the line. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. They run with Harris. Able to avoid him at the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. This is Harris. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Trubisky now to throw on third down.
Open man, that's the tight end Fryermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. This from 44 yards away. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
To throw again on second down. Winston escaping the pressure right. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Here comes the Saints punter now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now Austin. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Harris. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Winston throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Winston now from the 50. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Quick completion here to Johnson. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring 4 big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because